Here to tell us more about filming such an iconic Christmas blockbuster, please welcome Joanna Page. Welcome, Joanna.
I haven't seen that for ages.
I know.
That was before I had 4 children and they just completely destroyed me.
Oh, you look really well. Don't say that. You look lovely.
You look fantastic. And in fact, is it true you've really only watched the movie properly once?
I've only ever seen it once.
In mortifying circumstances?
Yes, because for the premiere, I was working, so I couldn't make it, so didn't see it then. And then I went to the Cardiff Film Festival, because it was opening the festival, and they said, will you introduce it and sit and watch it? So I said, yes, of course, fine. So got up, introduced it, and then sat down in the front row next to my then boyfriend and my parents, and then watched the film. And it was utterly traumatic. Because I don't like watching myself at the best of times, and then also, I don't particularly like watching myself naked on cinema screens at the best of times as well, so it was really, really weird. But I've only ever seen it that one time. Aside from sometimes, you know, at Christmas time, you'll catch little snippets and bits on the telly, and, you know, and it's those bits I see, but I never know if I'm in it then or not, because if it's on in the afternoon, I'm like, well, was I in that one or was I not in that one?
Gotcha,
I'm not sure, because they've sometimes got to censor it.
But your mum and dad loved it, didn't they?
Oh, my gosh,
Don't
my
they watch
parents
it every
adored
year? It's part of their Christmas.
Year. Yeah, they say it's not Christmas until we've seen Love Actually. Which just makes me laugh, because it's not Christmas till we've seen our little girl up on the screen in the naked.
But it's like, not my Christmas till I've seen Gavin and Stacey all over again.
Yeah, well, Christmas is a really big thing in our house, because my husband and I did David Copperfield, which was a period drama for the BBC
And
years
that's where
ago.
you met, isn't it?
That's where we met. And then I've got Love Actually, then Nativity 2, the Gavin and Stacey's. So, I mean, Christmas is, like, pretty full-on in our household.
All you.
Yeah,
It's all about you.
It's all about me.
What was it like when you walked on set that first day? Because there's some pretty big stars in there, wasn't there? Liam
Oh, my
Neeson,
gosh. Well, yeah, I
Richard
just remember the read-through.
Yeah,
you know, normally
good one.
read-throughs, sometimes people are there, sometimes they're not. You're reading in for somebody else. Half the time you don't want to do it, or you've got your head down. And I just remember getting there. I was 23, brand new, and walked into the room and just thought, oh, my gosh, I can't believe everyone is here. I sat down, and Marty McCutcheon was opposite me. Hugh Grant was to the side of her. There was Liam Neeson, Alan Rickman, Rowan Atkinson, Emma Thompson. I sat there and was just like, oh, my gosh, I'm just terrified. And then I remember Richard came up and said, the American girls aren't here today, so could you read their lines at the end of the read-through?
In an American accent?
Yeah, so I said,
my
OK,
God.
Richard, of course, and then spent 2 hours obviously panicking about my American accent. Got to the end of it and I was thinking, should I do American? Should I do it Welsh? Should I just attempt it? What should I do? Should I commit? Should I not? And then did it with, like, this... I attempted an American accent. The room started laughing, and Richard said, that is the oddest American accent I've ever heard in my life. And I just remember thinking, I can't believe this is all happening in front of Liam Neeson.
But you had your clothes on at that bit.
I did have my clothes on at that point.
But it's when you think of the movie, and like we say, 19 years, and it's one of those movies alongside maybe 2 or 3 others in our house that has to be watched every Christmas. And you're getting involved again with the National Lottery this time around.
Yes.
To offer free tickets, people getting back into the cinemas to watch the movie again.
Well, yeah, I'm working with the National Lottery, and they're giving away 50,000 free tickets to go and see Love Actually in cinemas all across the UK on the 23rd of December.
Because the whole generation wouldn't have seen it.
Well, I know, yeah, and it's
So-
a lovely opportunity for people to get together, be it on dates or with friends and with family, especially now with, you know, lots of strikes going on and people with coughs and colds, and just, you know, just getting family and everybody together. And what better way than going to watch Love Actually in the cinemas and just having a really nice, good, feel-good film and a laugh.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's a lovely, lovely idea. What's your favourite Christmas movie?
Oh, my goodness. Well, it all depends on the children, because we started out with Muppets Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
And that was huge. And Eva used to do, when Michael Caine comes in, and she used to do the Scrooge stomp to the song, and it was just so lovely. And she's now grown out of it, and we try and force her to watch it, and she won't anymore. We've now gone into The Nightmare Before Christmas, which starts at Halloween and takes us all the way through. Coraline, which is also quite dark as well.
That's really dark.
I know, but we've now gone onto Elf.
Elf's the winner.
Yeah.
Winner.
And also,
Polar
weirdly...
Express.
Oh, no, we've not seen that that one yet.
I love Polar
Would they?
Express. Yeah,
What
it's
surprises
really
me is
good.
they love, you know, Last Christmas. And I think that's quite grown up because they're 6, 7 and 9. But Last Christmas, with all the George Michael songs, and it's quite a grown-up theme and everything, you put them down in front of that, you can't take them away. They, like, really watch it. I put them down in front of Nativity 2 to watch me. They last, I think, it's 10 minutes, gone. I'm like, Mummy's in this, Mummy's in this, don't care.
Now, I've got to ask you, is there going to be another Gavin and Stacey? Because Alison Steadman was interviewed and reported last week saying she'd love there to be another.
Oh, I'd love there to be another one, but I've honestly no idea. I'm just the same as everybody else because they don't tell us, so they've never told us any more that they're doing of anything. So it's only when you get a phone call and they say, you know, there's a special, do you want to do it? They don't tell us anything, and I've never, ever asked. I don't know, I've never said, oh, Ruth, do you think you'll do another one? Or, you know, is there going to be more? I've never, because I don't know, I'm just not that sort of person to go, oh, Ruth, you know, do another one. Or so I've just never, ever asked. So I've always just thought, oh, well, just wait and see. And if there is, there is. And if there isn't, there isn't. But after filming, I think there is another one. There's got to be one. We've got to, like, find out what Smithy says. But as time's going by, I've now started to think, well, maybe it's been too long. Maybe there isn't going to be another one, which makes me sad because I'd love to do another one. And if they do, I hope they hurry up because we're all getting old. I mean, I don't want to see myself up on that screen like any more years
And Baby
going by.
Bo was a bit of a surprise, wasn't she?
She was a complete... Well, she wasn't expected. She wasn't planned. I'm 45 now, but I was 44. And I thought, what's the chances of getting pregnant at 44? It's not very high, is it? Turns out it is. I think it was biology and my body doing a last minute, go on, go for it. And it was a complete and utter surprise. I mean, wasn't expected at all. I was in Cardiff doing my radio show. And I'd started feeling a bit ill, and I thought, I'm getting really bad stomach cramps. Either something's wrong, or I'm going through the menopause. I'm going to have to make an appointment to see the doctor. Something's wrong here. And then as the week was going by, I was thinking, I know what these pains are. I know what this feeling is. It's a specific feeling, and I've had it when I was pregnant with all of the others, and I thought, I'm going to have to take a test. So I was in Cardiff, where everyone recognises my voice and my face. So I put a mask on, went down to the chemist, bought 4 pregnancy kits and tried not to speak. But as soon as I went, thank you, the woman just sort of looked at me. And then I went back to the hotel room and did a test, and it just came up straight away. And I just felt this sense of calm, like it was just meant to be. And then I phoned my husband and said, are you with the kids? And he said, yes. And I said, right, can you just go into another room? I have to tell you something. And he was like, oh, my gosh, what's the matter? What is it? And I said, just go into another room for a minute. And I said, right, are you on your own? And he went, yes, what's the matter? And he's told me since he thought I was going to tell him I was leaving him for another man or something. I mean, it was like that far away from what he thought I was going to say. And I went, I'm pregnant. And he was like, what? How? How can you be pregnant? I mean, we've got 3 kids, you know. We're in our 40s, we've got 3 kids. It's not like we're in our 20s and able to have lots of free time to ourselves. Like, how can you be pregnant? And I went, well, it's just happened. It's happened. It was everything aligned and it happened. And quite quickly, which I was surprised about, he just straight away just went, oh, my gosh, this is wonderful. It's meant to be. He's the 4th, and I'm an only child, and he's the 4th. And so, and then he was a surprise. And so, you know, it was the same as us. And she's beautiful and she's wonderful.
Absolutely.
And it's lovely.
And completely and utterly meant to be.
Can I just very quickly say something? Can I just very quickly say something? I'd like to bring you home for Christmas.
Oh, if you've got a box of sherry, I moved house on Friday and the house is full of boxes. I'm buzzing to be out of the house. I'm here with you girls and I'm relaxed. So I tell you what, if you want me to come round with a bottle of sherry, I'll be there now.
No problem at all. Joanna, it's been an absolute delight, ladies and gentlemen. Joanna Page.